Hey guys, Ariana here with a quick message before the podcast. Please excuse this podcast. I tried to edit it the best I could, but honestly, we don't make much sense. I'm going to be perfectly honest. We were intoxicated, and the content suffered a little bit, but it's worth a listen if you want to laugh at two silly drunk people, so please, enjoy. This podcast has taken a dramatic turn in quality from episode 1 of the evening to episode 2. And if you think I'm not using this as the beginning of this episode, you are sorely mistaken. Hello and welcome to the podcast. I'm Risa.
And I'm Ariana.
And we're the Krollmeister sisters. As a reminder, this podcast is rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes.
If you would like a podcast that is not rated T for teen for strong language and mature themes, then head on over to Her's very own podcast, Unlocked, where they talk to people about things.
And stuff.
Correct.
We think.
This is me pointedly not talking about Full Metal Alchemist.
We're probably not going to talk about Full Metal Alchemist. But what are we really going to talk about today, sister?
I don't know. It's too hot to think about it.
It's too hot.
Do you get it? Do you get it?
I get it.
The theme is summer games because we accidentally skipped spring games.
We did. We skipped spring. To be fair, where I am, we skipped spring altogether. It's been winter and now it's summer. So, just, it snowed like 2 weeks ago here, and then it's been like already summer weather. So we didn't have spring. So Becca on YouTube suggested we do one on our favorite summer vibe games.
Yeah.
And so I'm
feeling it. So
yeah. We're gonna do our top 5 Summery games. So we picked ones that give us summer vibes. Summer vibes. The vibes of summer. This is the first time I've had alcohol in like many months. So
I'm doing my summer dance.
Your summer dance is that's kind of like the dance I do to the songs in the first game we're gonna talk about.
Woo!
Ransom of the Seven Ships. So, to me, Ransom of the Seven Ships is Summery because, 1, how Bess and George are dressed.
Mm-hmm,
They're dressed for summer. 2, the music. That music is a German summer soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
And 3, the sailing. Sailing is a perfect summertime activity.
Mm-hmm.
Have you sailed in the winter? That's stupid. Don't sail in the winter. Sail in the summer.
This, honestly, and okay, I'm saying this, it's gonna sound slightly negative just in context, but like, it feels like a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie.
Oh my
God, you know what I mean?
Does.
It's got that kind of like, we're on summer vacay on Dread Isle.
Yeah.
You know, like you do.
Yeah, like you do.
But yeah, so it's like, it's got that kind of summertime solving a mystery when you're on a vacation vibe.
That's like an entire like genre.
That is an entire
movies
genre of young adult
that just
fiction.
doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't?
I mean, like, what is the equivalent of Mary-Kate and Ashley movies nowadays?
I don't know. But there's like, I mean, and that's a feel that like the Nancy Drew movie gave.
That's true.
Kind of that. It's like God, the most recent one I can think of is Because of Winn-Dixie, but that was like 10 years ago.
Ariana, that was a while ago.
I'm like, I don't know.
No.
What are the kids watching these days?
I
Bratz?
No,
I saw the Bratz
not even
movie.
That was forever ago, too. I don't think Bratz... Is that relevant? Oh, I feel old.
Uh-oh.
Okay. I'm going to go back to sipping my wine, because that won't make me feel old.
But Ransom of the Seven Ships.
Because, there's like sand and sand is summery to me. I'm sorry.
This podcast has taken a dramatic turn in quality from episode 1 of the evening to episode 2. And if you think I'm not using this as the beginning of this episode, you are sorely mistaken.
Sand is summery, and I stand by that. That's because we spent many a summer day at the beach.
Yes.
So
that's what happens when you grow up in Southern California.
yes. So that is my feeling on the matter. But also, I don't know, there's something like the monkey games feel like carnival games.
Totally. That's absolutely true. Mm-hmm.
That's a huge feeling of it to me. The monkey games feel like carnival games. We go scuba diving. Mm-hmm. So we
play Sudoku, and I think Sudoku is a summer thing. I honestly just started doing Sudoku again today, the past few weeks, because it's a summer thing for me, apparently. We're coming up on summer.
But yeah. It's a summer game. Yeah.
I always feel like one of the beaches that we go to that there's going to be like a volleyball net.
Yes, or tetherball.
Or tetherball.
I miss tetherball. I wish that was a thing adults could do.
I know, right?
Like tetherball. I was so good at tetherball.
She just hit it up really high and made it go over people's heads the entire time.
I did. I was really good at tetherball. I had really good upper body strength for a very tiny child. Okay, so that's Rents for the Seven Ships. It made zero sense what we just said.
By the time I edit this, it's not going to be...
Who knows? It's fine. Just leave it exactly as it was for the last five minutes, and everyone will be like, yeah, no, that sounds about right.
Solid.
That's the entire feeling of Rents for the Seven Ships, having no clue what's going on.
Yeah. You're like, why am I doing this again? Oh, right, Bess is missing. Okay.
Having your friend kidnapped. Nothing says summer like that.
That friend who's never there in the games anyway. So, like, her not being there isn't, like, a huge weird thing for us to be facing.
Rock climbing. We do rock climbing. That's also very summery.
Yeah.
But, true. You know what really? Next game,
yeah.
Nothing really says summer like arson.
True.
Alibi and Ashes is a very summery game. One, because it actually takes place in August. Like, it takes place, like, August, like, 18th or something, technically, is when she gets kidnapped. Arrested.
She gets kidnapped by the police.
Yeah, same thing. I mean, clearly.
Essentially.
But, when she gets arrested, it's, like, the 17th or the 18th or something. Because Deirdre we only know this because Deirdre gets a red light ticket and we know what day it is in the system. Yeah, I know.
Nerd!
Whatever, I just like Deirdre, okay.
I'm just gonna, go through Deirdre's police record, whatever.
That's just Nancy doing it,
Nancy's super into it.
I'm Team Deirdre, okay? Everyone else, Team Frank, Team Ned. I'm Team Deirdre.
Team Deirdre. No, but yeah, basically this game has, like, the feel of coming... It is that summer after you've gone to college for your first year. And everybody's coming back and, like, sort of trying to fit in and stuff.
Did your friends commit arson on their year back?
No! I mean the feel of it, of them, like, all trying to work and solve it together. Stop taking it so literally. Additionally, it wasn't one of the friends that committed the arson. It was a person in town.
Yes, but she was arrested for the arson. Did you have to defend one of your friends from arson the year everyone came back?
But what I'm saying is they're trying to work together. They've been apart for so long. That's the feel of the game.
Ice cream and arson.
Ice cream and arson.
Ice cream and arson.
That's
nothing says summer.
That spells summer to me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the ice cream definitely helps.
Yeah.
It definitely does.
In Riverdale last season, you know, Archie and them spent the summer building a case against his murder trial.
I don't pretend to know.
Archie was framed for murder.
I don't pretend to understand what the CW has done to Archie.
I love it. I love everything about it. Sometimes it has trouble keeping my attention just because, like, it's teen drama. But, like, at the same time, I love it.
I feel like you're not going to feel the same way about...
I don't believe I am.
It's true. Because you didn't read the Archie comics, really, that much.
Yeah.
Not as much.
Not
so
much.
you're like, do whatever you want with the characters. But Nancy Drew.
Well, because it's so
Don't
weird.
you touch Nancy.
Like, Jughead Jones is the brain of the group.
Ice Cream and Arson would be a good autobiography title. Yes, for Brenda Carlton.
Yeah. She should sell that. We should let her know. Where is she in prison? Brenda, we got a swell book for ya. Ice Cream and Arson, the Brenda Carlson story. I just arrived here from the 1940s.
I don't know why. Suddenly the announcer from Secret of the Old Clock showed up.
Oh, you know what? I think it's because I've been watching Legend of Korra.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
A young avatar. That's what it is.
Man, I have all of those on DVD. I should be watching those too.
See? Yeah.
Okay.
We're having a rough time trying to get through the first book.
Okay. Yeah, the first book is terrible.
We are not doing great on this podcast tonight, sister.
We are on Shattered Medallion is also very summery because of sheep. No, wait. Because of the... You remember when I said, I'll give you the easy one to edit?
I was thinking about that.
So the Shattered Medallion to me feels summery because everyone's kind of dressed for like summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's like all this hiking, and there is, and there's
all this hiking, and there are these pointless trials that they make you go through, and you're forced to be with a bunch of people that you don't actually get along with, but like, and there's a weird fostered competitive atmosphere.
So and tents. So it's just like summer camp. So, you know, it's sleepaway camp, but weirder.
And there's that one kid that gets really into it, and you're like, it's okay, it's just camp, it's not a competition.
It's just a game. Just chill out. Yeah,
I am chilled out.
That was just an English accent, Ariana.
I know, I started out there, but then, like, I slipped away.
It's okay. Also, kayaking.
Kayaking,
Yeah. And everyone else is kind of dressed for what, you know, it kind of feels like...
They're dressed like camp counselors.
They are. But then Bess is, like, wearing a hoodie, and Lena is wearing long sleeves. Okay. That's her name, right? Lena? Yes.
Yeah. She's wearing, like, quarter sleeves, and she's wearing, like, shorts.
It's weird. I don't think they got, like, the memo. The character design team did not get the memo on what the weather was going to be like.
Yeah.
Because Kiri is wearing a tank top.
I think that they got told... I feel like Bess was like, oh, we're going to be doing something... there's going to be, like, exercising, so this is my jogging outfit. And honestly, as somebody who wears sweatshirts in the middle of the summer...
Yeah, that's true. I do like to always layer. Mm-hmm. If I'm not layered, I feel naked.
Yeah.
Even in the summer. So, but my layers in the summer are usually like a crop top and a flannel, not a hoodie. But that's me.
I see nothing wrong with it.
Okay, I'm glad. I don't know what else I was going to say about the Shattered Medallion.
It's pointless. You're never quite sure what to do.
You already said that.
I didn't say that, actually.
You did say that. You did. You did say that.
I said that about another game.
No, you said it about this game. You said it about this game, and you're going to go back through, and you're going to hear it, and you're going to be like, you know what? I did say that.
There's going to have to be a huge disclaimer on this episode.
Yes, there is. So, next one. Danger on Deception Island, which is technically not in the summer. That's my disclaimer on this one. Ariana wanted to include it, but I'm going to tell you guys, I know it takes place in May. However, it still feels like summer.
Don't tell us. Hear us out. It feels like summer because it's got that. It's the May gray, June gloom feel for Southern California when you're along the coast. You get that marine layer early in the summer, and it's a nice wet earth feel. It's nice and like
not even wet earth. It's just wet.
Well, and then you know that as it clears up during the day that it's gonna like
it's always gonna
start
burn
to
off.
evaporate and like you'll get to smell that.
Yeah, California June gloom.
Yeah, man.
It's fantastic. Instead of where I am now, where it's just sunscreen weather or more sunscreen weather. That's the seasons. You either wear sunscreen or lots of sunscreen.
You okay, sister?
I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah. But also, the activities of geocaching and whale watching feel very summery to me.
They do, yeah.
And biking. And kayaking. It's all very summery.
Risa really likes kayaking for summer.
I do like kayaking. Actually, what's really funny is the only time I've ever kayaked was in May, so... And I was not good at it, and I fell into the bay. Technically, it was a cove. That's basically the same thing.
Ew, that means like a lot of gross stuff.
I got my oar caught up in kelp.
Oh, no.
And so I fell in the water. It was fine.
Oh.
I was just very cold. Because I was a very small child.
Gross.
That was while I was at 5th grade camp. Which feels like a summer thing, but it happened in May.
Just punctuating that with downing the rest of your line.
Yes. Now I'm just going to use my wine glass to gesture.
To gesture emphatically.
There's no wine left in it.
Well, I don't have to worry anymore about it sloshing out, so that's good. Yes.
And sandcastles. Sandcastles.
Oh.
And tide pool.
Mm-hmm. So, like, while I definitely understand that it's May, I think that's my thing, is May has always felt like the start of summer to me.
Yeah.
Like, because that's when school stuff started winding down, and that's when we'd have our dance recital between, like, May and June.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? It was the signal that this summer was starting, so.
It's true.
Mission accomplished, guys.
Exactly.
Made it feel like May.
So, summer vibes.
Summer vibes.
The next one I put down has no notes with it, so this will be fun. The Silent Spy. I put down The Silent Spy because also it has the kind of grayness to it. Mm-hmm. But I know it takes place in August.
Okay, all right. For those of you listening on the podcast, Risa stared very defiantly, like, challenge me.
It takes place in August.
Takes place
so it's
in August.
Summer game.
Yeah.
That's what I have to say. Also, it feels like a very kind of like what Ariana was saying earlier about Ransom of the Seven Ships, of it feeling like a Mary-Kate and Ashley movie. That has the same kind of, like, I
We
know
can
it's
find
like,
out how our mom died.
exactly. Doesn't that feel like
It's a good
It's
thing you
weird.
took archery lessons.
exactly?
And the
Archery is
other
a
one knows
very summery
how
game.
to play instruments.
Exactly.
They just had to shove them both into Nancy.
It's true. You know,
The Olsen twins as Nancy Drew. That feels like something that would have happened.
it does. It actually does. And that's just like, think about like the alternate reality where that did happen.
Right?
Okay, but back to the Silent Spy. Archery feels very summery, like a very summery activity.
Yeah. I think it's when a lot of archery
Trains?
competitions are.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know why trains feel summery to me. Take the train a lot.
Okay.
I think I actually said trains feel autumnal when we did our autumnal games, but you know what?
But now they feel summery because we're closer to summer.
It's both.
Trains are every weather.
I mean, to be fair.
Yeah.
Trains are pretty cool. Just in general.
Hey, trains are cool. Yeah.
Trains are cool. Do take the train a lot. And it also, again, has that kind of gray weather that I associate with summer.
Yeah. See, but now we get to the point where I feel like we need to react already to the people who are like, but what about this game? Because we got a lot of those for our other ones. Like, why we didn't count Warnings of Waverly Academy for a winter game. Just because it snows doesn't mean it's winter.
Yeah. Someone asked us why we didn't count Warnings of Waverly Academy as a winter game. It takes place in November, guys. It literally, we know when it takes place.
They say it.
Same with
Thanksgiving holiday.
Deadly Device. Everyone was asking us why didn't we use that for a winter game. Okay, it's in Colorado. Colorado starts
All it
snowing
does
in
is snow.
October. So it takes place in early November, guys. It's not a winter game. So we're gonna just hedge off at the pass right now. Creature of Kapu Cave takes place in early March. It is technically a winter game.
It is not a summer game.
It's not a summer game.
Just because
So-
we're at the beach doesn't make it summer.
Like, Hawaii is not always in summertime.
No.
You know? It's
People like to make those jokes when they go visit there. I know, because they try to make the same jokes in San Diego. But, like,
so
not what it is.
just, you know, it's just, you know.
And honestly, if
we're
we
not
had
counting
remembered to do a spring game episode, we're going to have to wait till next year now. We cannot
So
do
remind
it
us next year.
But yeah, no, it feels very springy to me because we're dealing
Yeah.
with bugs, and there's nothing that
We
says
are.
bugs to me more than like, and not like, if it was mosquitoes or wasps or something like that, then I'm like, yeah, fucking. Well, no, actually, I think winter when I think wasps. But anyway, because that's when they're trying to get in.
Yeah. Yeah. But with, it is definitely, oh my god, you're right. Secret of Shadow Ranch is a summer game. How could we forget? That's like the most summary of summer
It is
games.
the summeriest, and we were literally just talking about it.
How did we forget Secret of Shadow
How
Ranch?
it is dry and warm. Although, in all no, it could only really be summer. I mean, I know it is summer, but I mean,
it's
as far as a
definitely
feel,
summer.
because I'm like, oh well, it's the desert. But then no, if it was winter, it would be raining. If it
would
was
be raining.
spring, there would be flowers on the cacti all over the place,
Exactly.
and there'd
if
be
it was-
lush brush, as opposed to the dry stuff because it's already dried out. So we're already like midsummer, and.
And if it was fall, they wouldn't be giving us flash flood warnings.
Yeah,
The flash flood warnings make it summer.
summer because of the thunderstorms.
How could we forget Shadow Ranch?
I don't know.
That is the most summery of summer games.
That's one that people could have yelled at us about.
they would have yelled at us about.
They would have immediately.
Exactly. Oh my gosh. Shadow Ranch is very summery, and it feels hot, and it feels dry. That's like late summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's August.
Yeah.
Definitely an August game. That's like everything is starting to dry out so much that everything's like turning golden.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shadow Ranch.
Lots of tumbleweeds.
Yes. Prairie dogs. Which, no. Speaking of prairie dogs, again. Trail of the Twister is also a spring game. It takes place in May. So.
So.
And there's a campfire scene. You're right. Shadow Ranch has a campfire scene.
It does.
Which
and it just
is perfectly summer.
It
God,
is.
how could we almost forget the most summery of summer games?
It's got like it's got a guitar and everything.
I mean, I'm sorry. What are we talking about? We were saving the best for last.
Yes, we were saving Secret of Shadow Ranch.
Yeah, we were saving it. It was our secret.
So if you didn't get mad at us before and stop listening and be like, they got to the ones that aren't spring and they didn't ever mention, aren't summer, and they didn't ever mention Secret of Shadow Ranch for a summer game. Ugh. So this is a reward for having stuck with us through that anger you felt. Because I know you all felt it.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was a secret. So, those are our summer games. If you guys have other games you think are summery that aren't the ones we said are definitely not summery, please let us know on our Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and our fancy website, girlmeistersisters.knifefightclub.com.
You can also find us on Apple Podcasts, not iTunes, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast, and Spotify. And at those places, and those places only, you can leave us reviews and comments and let us know what you think. But only if it's nice things.
Yes, please tell us nice things. Validate us.
Make us feel pretty.
Yes. You can
in
also
our brains.
Yes. Make our brains feel pretty.
Yeah.
Tell us our brains are nice.
You got pretty brains, girl.
You can also subscribe to us on Twitch to get access to our cute little wine glass emote. And if enough of you guys subscribe to us, we can get a second emote. What? Who said that? Or you guys can support us on Patreon. So you guys can get access to podcast night VODs, pictures of Streamcat that even our mom doesn't get to see. And if you guys support us enough, then you guys can get transcripts to our podcast, so you can tell who's talking.
Yeah.
So that you guys can tell that. Because we'd love to do that. We really want transcripts for you guys, but we have no money.
Yeah.
And we are disabled and cannot do them ourselves.
Sorry, man.
So please, give us money. So my name is Risa.
And my name's Ariana.
And we're the Crowmeister sisters.
And it's been nice meeting you.
And we're asking you guys to stay